Hi there. I'm Daniel Levine coming to you from New York City on this rainy October day. Now, I graduated from Brandeis University with a degree in biochemistry from the School of Pre-Medical Studies. Now, that wasn't easy. I then went on to graduate school at Tufts University School of Dental Medicine, where I was on my way to becoming an oral surgeon. Say ah. During one of my semesters at Tufts Dental School, I decided to skip my gross anatomy course, hop on a bus to New York City, and audition for a Broadway show. You see, theater had always been a secret passion of mine. As luck would have it, I was cast in a hit Broadway musical, and all of a sudden, I was singing on Broadway. For the past 10 years, I've performed in numerous Broadway shows. I've been lucky enough to live out my dream performing on Broadway. But I'm also the founder and CEO of Big Apple Tutoring and Exclusive Education, a New York City science and math educational company. Big Apple Tutoring has become one of the most successful educational companies in Manhattan. Well, here we are in front of my African violet collection. You see, I love plants. I love growing interesting and unique species of African violets. Now, the way that I do this is I add growth hormone to cuttings from more mature adult plants. Well, you see, here's when I recently started. But today we're not going to talk about African violets. No, today we're going to talk about something much more interesting. You see, I've always been interested in how doctors and scientists find the most unique and interesting uses out of the most unsuspecting things. For example, the practice of leeching. Leeches. Now, leeches have been used since ancient times to suck the blood or bleed people to cure them of various illnesses. And even today, leeches are used in plastic and reconstructive surgeries because a natural anticoagulant that they secrete fights blood clots and restores proper blood flow to inflamed parts of the body. Now, that's pretty cool. Now, let's talk about botulism. What is botulism? Hey, let's go out to the streets in New York City to see if people know what botulism is. Let's go. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a quick question? Awesome. Excuse me, sir. Sir, can I ask you a quick question? Okay, it's going well. We're doing a science show. Do you know what botulism is?
I've heard of it.
What do you think it is?
It sounds like something that's not good. The word doesn't sound good.
Do you know what botulism is?
It has to do with food poisoning, right?
Have you ever heard of botulism?
Yeah.
What is botulism?
Botulism, I think it's a disease or a bacterial infection you get from garlic or something.
Do you know what botulism is?
No.
Have you ever heard of it?
No. I think I've heard of the word, but I don't know what it means.
¿A qué conoce botulism?
Yo, ¿quién conozco?
You don't know? Okay. Gracias. Could you tell me what botulism is, real quick?
It's a condition you could get from canned food that has improperly had air or something.
So it's true. It's not good. But if you had to guess what it was, what do you think it is?
Something that has to do with like using the bathroom. I don't know.
Close. Well, thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's close. Well, they were mostly right. Botulism is a condition when someone is exposed to a poisonous toxin from a certain bacteria. Usually this happens when people ingest contaminated food. The result of this is paralysis. You see, the toxin blocks certain neurotransmitters that relay messages to muscles from the nerve, and therefore, well, the muscle just won't contract. Still, scientists and doctors have found a use for this deadly toxin, Botox. Botox is a protein derived from botulism toxin that is injected underneath the skin in order to minimize or smooth out lines and wrinkles on the face. When low doses of Botox are used, it actually paralyzes the facial muscles, giving the patient a smooth, clean appearance. Now, Botox has become one of the most popular medical procedures in the United States. Let's go inside and talk to an expert about Botox to get the facts on this popular medical procedure. I'm here with Dr. Frank Spinelli, board-certified internist and best-selling author. Dr. Spinelli, can you explain to us exactly what Botox is?
Well, Botox is botulinum toxin, but it's a purified derivative, so it's not coming from the bacteria itself. It's been purified in a laboratory.
Now, earlier in the show, we discussed botulism and what a deadly disease it is. How come with this level of Botox you don't experience botulism?
Well, because it's a purified derivative, you're not administering it into a patient's body. You're just injecting it locally. So let's say you're injecting it right into the forehead. It's only absorbed directly into the muscle, and that's why it doesn't get absorbed what we call systemically, and that's why you don't get the disease, botulism.
So what can a patient expect to experience when you do this procedure on them?
Well, let's say for your example, we want to do your forehead. We'll inject it directly into your forehead, into the muscle. Probably within about 24 to 48 hours, you'll start to see some of the results. I know, it's not that bad. And then in a week, you'll see the real effects. And then this can last anywhere from like 3 to 6 months. And the good news is that if you're not completely satisfied, you're not stuck with it for life.
Scientists use something called the scientific method to prove different theories. Now, there's 4 steps to the scientific method. Step 1 is you ask a question. Step 2 is you do background research on that question. The 3rd step is you form a hypothesis. And the 4th step is you do experiments to prove that hypothesis. So far in the program, we've done steps 1 through 3, so the only thing left is the experimentation part. What do you say, Doc? You want to shoot me up?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Put your head down a little bit. Okay, now make an angry face. Horrible.
Are you doing between my eyes or my forehead?
We're going to do right between your eyes at these 2 muscles. This is called the glabella. And when you make a frown, like an angry face, like when somebody's mad at you, go ahead. You see how it comes in together?
Okay.
So we're going to get rid of that so you don't make that
All right.
terrible face. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Take a little deep breath. Good. That was 1. Okay, do it again. Angry. Good.
Oh,
Ooh, take a deep breath. 1 more and we're all good. Okay, take a deep breath. Good. How was it?
Not bad. Not bad. How do I look? Wow. Well, I think it worked. I'm actually having a lot of trouble contracting the muscles of my forehead or raising my eyebrows. Let's go home. Well, it sure was interesting exploring the medical uses of botulism. Join me next time when we explore the theories that dogs can actually sniff out cancer cells even before doctors can diagnose. Until then, I'm Dan Levine. I'll see you next time. Good boy. Good boy.